getting angry.
Can you even grab a baby with that arm?
No, probably not. Of course, Blarf, in your hallucinogenic state, you probably think that this spring is made from the tears of babies.
Every tear is a treasure come true. When a baby is sleeping, I think, wow, I'm gonna eat that. I'm gonna eat that.
And if I had my later level spells, this would be so much easier to deal with.
Yeah. So,
I feel like once we get later in this campaign, it's gonna be hard for Matt to come up with shit for us to do.
That's why I plan to have a few one-on-one discussions with you guys. I actually do have 3 seasons of this planned out.
3 seasons!
Yes, I have them.
Excuse you! You gotta sign a contract for that shit!
You know what 3 seasons makes?
3 seasons of baby eating.
Fall, winter, and finally spring.
I like that. That's clever.
I need the babies.
So, we're just gonna say that Gruffudd and Blarf have followed this stream. Turak is holding the rope and nothing's grabbing onto it. He looks back at Balthazar and Gaia and says, "Nothing's grabbing on! I think something's wrong."
Nothing's wrong. We just have
I'm gonna say, Gaia, grab the rope.
I got the rope.
Are you sure you want Gaia grabbing the rope? I mean...
No. Like the reins.
Oh, okay.
As I run off the back and grab and jump the rope and yell, "Don't drop me."
Okay, so Turak is gonna have to roll a strength check for this one. How much do you weigh?
Not too much. It's like 120. Let me check. 120. Yeah.
Okay, so... Oh.
God damn it, Turak.
So you jump onto the rope and you use it to like lever you down. And as soon as you do this, he just kind of goes, and he's practically holding on like right here. In the caravan
on feeling the rope. I'm feeling the rope moving back. I'm gonna jump off, drop off the rope.
Oh, okay. So, Turak is he kind of gets dragged right there, and the caravan is kind of like off shift even more. But again, Balthazar jumps off, and Balthazar, you probably jump off from near the top. Because you had no other choice. So go ahead and roll a tumble, since I know you're trained in that.
Balthazar. Tumble.
Okay. You're able to minimize the damage by a pretty hefty sum, so only take 1d6 of damage. You land a little rough.
And there goes like what's my health? There goes come on. Sixth of my health.
Okay. So, you know, you kind of like, your leg kind of, you know how sometimes you drop at that perfect height to make a series of pain just travel up your legs?
Yeah.
And you just kind of have to, like, lie down for a moment until it subsides? That's what happens. You're kind of like...
I'm gonna do a constitution check to suck up water. I need the tears.
While he's doing that,
can I yell?
Can I yell up? I should have thought to grab a light first. And then I'm gonna look and see my meal. And I'm like,
Never mind.
Your holy glowing mule.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And I'm gonna.
so
like,
Thamior lying there, kind of like is able to muster up a bit of strength to just kind of go, and he splashes into the water again.
I'm gonna tie the rope around the mule, because with 50 extra feet, if it was already dangling over,
Yeah,
there
you
should
can.
still be
Yeah,
20 feet slack.
Yeah, you can definitely tie it around the mule.
Then I'm going to lead the mule to the water.
Okay,
I'm not gonna make it drink, but I'm gonna lead it to the water.
I got you. So
Right by
you
Thamior.
Sure about that? Balthazar, that water could be contaminated with us.
We're upstream, right?
yes, you guys are upstream.
We guys being me, Thamior, and the mule.
Yes.
Okay. So the water's flowing towards the fools, not away from them.
Yes.
Let me retie the. Let me.
The fools?
just-
What are you talking about?
Just
saving
get rid
our
of that
lives
rope,
over
and I'll draw a new one, Matt.
Okay.
There.
Yeah, so you tie around the mule, and I assume you're gonna toss Thamior on top of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Throw Thamior on the mule's back. By this point, has Thorak scrabbled back up?
Yes, he kind of he's yeah, he takes a few steps back and evens things out again. And you know, he's just kind of holding, waiting for a signal. He yells down, "Do you still need a light?"
No. Although the mule and Thamior could use evac.
He
This
says,
time it's all of
"I
us on
don't
the
know
adventure.
how I'm supposed to lift a mule."
Thamior's in no condition to get back up on his own, so I have him on the mule, so figure it out. I'm gonna try and find the other two. And I snap my vial of light on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cleric
find
looks
those.
back towards you guy and says, "I don't suppose you could help."
She was holding the reins, so.
So
Single.
Turek is holding onto a rope that's tied to a mule and Thamior. He has to, if there's any way that you could possibly help.
Joes.
Ghost? Said?
Is she dead?
No, what?
Yeah.
You
No.
been paying attention?
Yes. I'm just not feeling very good.
You gonna be okay? Do you?
No, I'll be good. Alright,
Okay.
alright, hold on. Tell me one more time.
Turek is holding onto a rope that's tied to a
Yep.
mule, and Thamior is on top of the mule. He yells back at you.
To be clear, Thamior is tied onto the mule.
Yeah.
Using.
Okay.
And he yells back at you. Is there any way that you can help out?
Well, I'd have to abandon the reins. Is that alright to do?
He says, "I'm pretty sure we aren't going anywhere, and I'm pretty sure our rock knocker is not going
Alright.
to go running off."
Okay. Then I join him.
So are you going to try and help him pull these two up?
Yes, I will.
So the mule weighs what, like 200 and something?
Let me.
And Thamior weighs 150.
Probably around 200, 150, somewhere in there, because you said that you said that it's mutated, and you meant mutated in a bad way, right?
Yeah.
Which means it's probably lighter and can carry less.
Yeah.
So that's probably closer to 150 to 100.
Probably. Say maybe closer to 160. So it's a combined total of about 300. So Gaia and Turek make a strength check.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Strength check, you said?
Yes.
Okay. It's gonna be pathetic. Feel it. I totally feel it. Oh wait, I still have a temp in there. Should I take that out?
It does not matter.
Okay, okay. I can't even see what I rolled.
Yeah, yours. That was horrible.
Well,
So-
that was a
Sorry,
negative.
jeez.
That was a negative temp.
Oh, a negative temp. Oh,
It
well.
was a negative temp.
So just get rid of it, and you still rolled a 6. So, yeah. So.
It was a modifier is -1, but the temp is -2.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So you actually rolled a 7?
7, yeah.
So, Tarek is pulling with with as much as he can. Guy, you're pulling, and the mule is kind of like lifting off of the ground, just kind of hanging there, like with a very confused look on its face. Thamior is kind of like drooling onto the mule, like, And Balthazar, you have run off to find the other two, correct?
Yes. Actually, so Gaia's strength is normally what?
Gaia's strength is normally 10.
So normally a heavy load for her would be only like 100 pounds. So it's only like a 200-pound or so weight for Thorak. I mean, even if you factor in that it's like 210, 220.
Yeah.
Right?
Of course, I assume your mule still has items on it as well, right?
Yeah, I guess that's right.
Yeah, so probably still wouldn't be able to lift it all that easily. But they are pulling and they are getting it off of the ground, so there's probably a bit of slow progress going on right now.
Okay.
So Balthazar, you have run off to go find the other two. Back to Blarf and Gruffudd. This stream to Blarf sounds like it sounds like the crying of babies is closer and closer to the end of the stream, wherever that might be. And you, Blarf, you definitely feel as though you are getting closer and closer towards the end.
Are they walking alongside or are they walking through?
Blarf, are you walking along the side of the stream or in the stream?
Are you wading through the baby's tears or are you walking along his tears?
Wading through them.
Okay, so
Wading through them.
Gruffudd, are you walking beside the stream or in the stream?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna be walking beside it.
Okay. This is why you will never become as great as Blarf.
So can I hear them wading through?
Can I make a decision to step in now?
You can, yeah. So you step into.
I'm gonna step in the.
Okay.
I'm gonna get in the stream. Why not?
Okay. Balthazar, you're. Do you want to make a listen check to see if you're able to hear? I will tell you they seem to be pretty far ahead.
Yeah. Listen. There's my listen.
Oh, okay. So so you're able to you're able to hear some splashing about, but it sounds like it is very far ahead of you. But you're almost positive that must be Blarf and Gruffudd.
Okay, so then I'm going to just like correct me if I'm wrong, but the scene is like them wading through the and then like Balthazar running alongside it, trying to see how far ahead they got and how stupid they are for leaving fall zone.
Okay, so you start running for them, and so Blarf, Gruffudd, as you're wading through this stream, Balthazar, you're running beside the stream, right?
Yep.
Okay, so Gruffudd and Blarf. You're wading through this stream. What Blarf believes is baby tears. And you also Blarf. Whenever you drank some of the water, you have to admit it tastes like some of the cleanest water you've ever
In
tasted.
spite of his dark rotted tongue.
Yes.
Hmm.
Suspicious.
Swallow more.
Yes. So he's drinking more.
Can I say I get thirsty and take a drink as well?
Gruffudd, you wish. Well, you can certainly try. You kind of have to.
No, can I just like bend over and just like?
I'm gonna say roll a dexterity check to see if you can even drink any.
I'm gonna swipe at Griffin for even daring to do so without asking me.
Well, again, let's see if Gruffudd can even drink any.
I technically can't even ask you is the thing.
So Gruffudd, you're able to like manage to try and like, yeah. And it's all over your face, but some of it's actually managing to go down your throat. And again, you're able to taste it, and it tastes delicious. It tastes like an actual. It tastes cool and refreshing. It feels like it is actually. If you feel as though you are kind of revitalized from this water. It doesn't cure anything, but you feel like you have a lot more energy now.
Any stat boost from that?
Do I feel like I can talk?
No.
Damn it! So it's not the cure.
There is no stat boost per se. No. Back to Cleric and Gaia. So you two are trying to pull up this mule, and
Back to the main plot.
and as you're trying to pull it up, you kind of hear this like coming up from the chasm, and this giant
Bat charges the glowing mule.
this giant bat flies out of the chasm and lands right here.
In the light.
Yes. Okay. Yep. It lands right there, and it's making its like squeals, and it's flying about wherever, like pretty much circling above you guys.
I mean, they couldn't see if it was circling above because of the roof.
Well, yeah. Well.
Did they keep catching glimpses of it through the windows?
Well, yeah, I guess in a sense. I don't know. You guys can kind of see like a shadow of it or something. I'm not exactly.
Yeah, the silhouette.
Yeah, the silhouette. Either way, you know that this bat is above you guys. This giant bat is above you guys, and occasionally it kind of like every so often it seems to just kind of land, and then it like will look around and then start flying again. And Cleric looks at you guys and says, "What the fuck is that?"
And I could do a cryptozoology thing if I could, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And you might as well also make a legend just in case there's any legends on it.
But I should do both? So do both.
Yes.
Okay. 1 and 2.
Oh, nice. So first and foremost, you know that is a giant bat, and that they typically like to live in giant families in areas where there is no light. And typically, if there is a light, they tend to remain at least a little docile until the light starts moving and starts getting closer.
Okay.
The legends, as you understand it, is that these things are supposed guides for adventurers here in the Underdark, and are actually supposed to be a good omen to most people whenever you are encased in utter darkness.
I knew it.
So that's like the exact opposite of what would.
So you have two pieces of conflicting information.
Yes.
Okay.
So the legends tell us.
The legends
guess-
tell you that it's good. The cryptozoology tells you that they do not like light.
So it's not necessarily conflicting. It's just strange.
Yeah.
It comes with legends and strange animals you don't know nothing about.
Yes.
I think based on this knowledge, I'm just gonna say to try and not what am I looking for here? Try not to jiggle the cart like drastically, otherwise that would cause some.
They're unaware of the fact that the mule glows, aren't they?
Yes.
I would also say to not bother it, just completely. Maybe kind of watch it a little bit, but just for the like, in the way of attacking it, just definitely ignore it.
Slurping.
He says, okay. So so we should still be able to pull these two up without any problem, correct?
As long as the light doesn't aggravate it, yeah, we should be okay. That's why I'm saying don't try. Let's try our best not to move the cart too much, or maybe like I don't know if there was a way we could like disable the lights so they're not like actually on the cart in case things start moving around.
He thinks a moment and says, well, there is a way to turn off the lights. This is true, but I don't know if that's the best idea, especially if we get stranded here.
You can't take. Are they like lights like attached to the caravan? You can't like. Are they lamps?
Yes, they're giant vials of light, and they are attached to the outside of the caravan. So
Are they? Go ahead. Sorry.
So in order to turn them off, you would have to get outside of the caravan. And
Well, like maybe not necessarily turn them off, just like
dim them.
put them down. Like just put them down so they're not on the caravan. Because like if we start like moving everything and we get like the mule up, if we actually get the mule up here, we drop it, it causes everything to move, which would then aggravate this giant creature.
Yeah. Well, also note that 2 of these are technically hanging off of nothing. So, and another thing is you 2 are holding onto a mule. So unless you guys want to put it down in order to take care of this situation,
think. I wouldn't want to risk it because this thing could be incredibly dangerous, and then it would just be us 2. And he is a terrible shot, and I'm not going to let him do shit. I'm not going to rely on Tim 3 here for that kind of thing. So
Tim 4.
I don't know. I don't want to risk it. Shh. Tell me, what would I have to do to turn off the front lights that are safe enough to, like, could I just get off the caravan physically, or would like if I got off, would it be too hard for would it be too hard for Tim 3 to hold on to the mule, and he would have to lower?
So you do know that there is a since you have grown up with the vial of light, you do know that there is a way to turn it off with a hand sign, just this kind of like wave of your hand. And you know that works for yours, but you're unsure if that is the same thing that would work on
I will
these.
ask our good friend Tim 3. Tim 3,
Yo,
how to turn those things off, the front ones.
how do you turn them off, or how do you dim them?
Dimming them might actually be a better idea. How do you dim them?
So you would have to go through half of the motions that you were taught as a kid. You would have to do this, and he shows you the entire thing, and he's kind of like still trying to hold on to the rope, and he shows you the markings that you have to do, and he says, do half of that.
Okay. I'm gonna dim the front lights. I could dim all the lights. I'm gonna dim all the lights just a little bit, so that it's not such an intense light. So in case things do get jostled around, it's not gonna be too aggravating.
So
that way the bats.
So are you actually like letting go of the rope in order to go to them, because you have to be right next to them to do this?
Will Tim 3 lose hold of the mule?
He kind of looks at the rope and then he looks at you. He says, "I mean, I might." I'm unsure. I think by this point the true worry is if I get pulled down with them.
Fair point.
Because
If it's really that much trouble, I'm do my best to keep it as.
yeah, we're just gonna have to keep it as steady as possible. It's a shame we don't have another person helping us.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah. He says, "Well, if anything, I suppose we'll just have to keep it as steady as possible, and once we get them up here, make sure that they don't end up on that side of the caravan."
Mm-hmm. Alright. Sounds right. Sounds righto.
Okay. And back to Balthazar, Gruffudd, and Blarf. So, Balthazar, you are running next to the spring, and one of the things that you notice is that the sounds of their splashing actually do not sound like they're getting closer.
Sounds like they're getting farther away.
It sounds like they are the same distance to you as they were a few seconds ago, what could even feel like a few minutes ago. You are not exactly sure how long you've been running.
I'd like to do a wisdom check.
For what?
Getting out of this terrible, terrible false babies. That's what I'm thinking. I want the wisdom to come from there. Are the babies false?
Are the babies false? Okay, so you're now. You still believe that you still believe that these babies are still babies.
But Blarf, I hear it too, so I don't understand why you wouldn't believe it.
Of course, Gruffudd, you can't exactly tell him that, can you?
I can't.
However, one thing, Blarf, is that you now kind of see Gruffudd as Gruffudd. He's not quite this, like a baby figure or anything. He actually kind of looks like Gruffudd to you now.
Okay.
Just a little bit, just a little.
I still got a little baby face on me, though.
Yeah. So,
I just imagine, like, Blarf is looking at what's his fucking, Gruffudd, and he's like, it's like his body, but it's just like the face of a baby.
So, Blarf and Gruffudd, as you wade through this water, you end up coming across a very strange sight, especially down here in the Underdwelling. Explorer, he cannot hit enemies. We call him Tim 3.
I love it.
Oh, babies.
Why are you making a water snake?
Just a moment.
This is a water snake in the fucking water.
And
Is that a tree?
yeah, we'll say it's a tree. It's a horribly drawn tree, but it's a tree.
It is not a baby tree.
I remember when the maps used to actually be maps.
Hey, listen up, Dick Waffle. You want to do these?
Yeah, and then we got good.
Listen, I have time to write down the story. I don't have as much time in order to actually, like, make the maps.
See,
Yeah.
if I ever do this, it's just gonna be a blank piece of paper.
Yeah.
See, for our viewers, today, or actually technically yesterday, is the day that the first part of the first session is going up. So we are burning through sessions.
Yeah.
We really are.
Yeah,
we're going pretty quick. I guess that's why we're gonna have 3 seasons of this thing.
Yeah, that's the entire reason why we're going to have so many seasons of this thing. So,
How many episodes are in a season, Matt?
Based at the rate that we're going, it could very well be about 10 sessions per season.
What is it, session 5 now?
Yeah.
This is session 5.
So we're halfway through this part of the campaign.
So then I'm guessing the first season's going to be
Curing us.
curing us, and maybe
Blarf eats another baby.
well, no, and maybe the explorer training for Thamior, or perhaps all of us, depending on how it goes.
So, you guys end up, so Blarf and Gruffudd, as you walk along the stream, you end up at this peculiar sight. It looks like... I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it.
What?
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, is season 2 the quest for the sod hole?
I was thinking that would probably be season 3.
Yeah, that's
Season 2 would be
It's the
stealing you
season
guys' life.
finale. It's the final season.
The
Yeah.
quest for the greatest treasure of all.
After we get you guys a soul.
Friendship. The greatest season of all, friendship. So, you guys end up seeing this
Also,
peculiar
I want to point
sight.
out that Tucker texted me saying, "Let's pick up the river."
we gotta take it with us.
And so you
Going
end up
away.
seeing the stream. It leads through this hill, and above it kind of looks like a little land bridge with a tree growing on top of it, which again is a very rare sight. And it is dead. It is the tree looks completely. It looks black, even, kind of like it has been burnt or just rotting from years of neglect.
Oh. I'm gonna do an intimidation check.
On the tree?
How? How are you
Get the
how are you
babies
gonna try and
out of the
intimidate?
tree. I'm gonna burn it down.
How? Like how that's not how you intimidate. That's how you burn. How are you going to intimidate?
I'm gonna walk up to the tree with a flint and steel, and I'm gonna say, "I'm gonna burn you down, tree, if you don't give me a baby."
Okay.
Wait, is this a say or a shout? Because thinking about Blarf's current
Yes,
mental
better.
stability.
I'm gonna shout. I'm gonna shout this.
So
Tree, if you don't give me a baby, I'm gonna burn you to the ground. I'm gonna burn you.
okay, so roll an intimidation check.
On a tree?
I mean, to be fair, if it's a black tree, it's probably not a tree. It's probably an enemy.
So this tree seems shaken, and you're not sure if that's wind or if you have truly intimidated the tree, but it looks shaken.
Do I hear the shout?
No, surprisingly.
Oh, yeah.
Can I see the mule still off in the distance?
By this point, no. You can't even really see the mule. You're just kind of in pitch darkness with this vial of light being your only source of light.
Okay.
Yeah. And you're not exactly sure what's going on. But again, the splashing of water still sounds like it is just as far away from you as it was when you first started chasing it.
Where's my baby?
So,
You don't get your babies. So.
I'm gonna go ahead and unsling my bow.
okay.
Just like have it at the ready.
I gotcha. So, Gruffudd, since you're probably the most coherent at this moment, you are one of the things that you see stuck not inside the tree. Actually, it looks more like it has grown out of the tree. It looks like kind of like a dagger.
Is that his dagger?
And it is made of black wood.
I'm going to go and retrieve it.
Wait, so
Wait,
you're gonna?
is this the magic item? That's my question. That I've been locating,
So
that I've been detecting.
you definitely feel as though this entire place is magical.
Then the entire place should have glowed.
Again, it's with detect magic, does it only does it last for a while, or does it just or again, like a radar, does it just kind of hint that
I'm
something?
pretty sure it lasts for a while. Let me
it lasts
check.
for a while.
Up to 1 minute per level.
Up to 1 minute per level. Okay, so
We
that
passed
would
a minute for sure.
for sure.
But you're level 3.
Yeah. So
But we're still past 3 minutes, Sean.
Well, we're past 3 minutes real time, but not really in game time.
Probably not.
yeah.
I mean, it's been you guys wade through the river for a short time. I
Have been
running towards the
yes.
sound that is as a player I am now thinking is not them.
Yes. And so in that case then Gruffudd, you actually feel as though this entire place is magical, and it to you feels like it is completely shining.
I'm gonna walk over to it, and I'm gonna pick up that dagger.
Gruffudd, you better grab that baby leg for me.
So you are going to pick up the dagger. So as you touch the dagger, you feel this horrible burning sensation within your hand.
Oh God.
And
Oh no.
and you find that you cannot let go. This dagger is holding you, and you cannot pull it away.
Well, it's not binding to my soul because I don't have one. What could it be doing?
It could be turning you to wood.
God. I'm already infected. How much worse can I get?
Oh man.
You can be infected wood.
Oh great. All right.
I'm gonna
What else
run
happens?
up to this tree, and I mean, it's not listening to me, so I'm gonna pull out my flint.
Okay.
All right.
Here's...
Wait a minute. What is Griffin doing? What is
He
Griffin doing?
he
grabbing?
is essentially at the base of the tree trying to grabbing the wood. And
That tree's got a baby. I pull out my greatsword. I'm gonna cut a hole, a baby-sized hole, where that little leg that Griffin's grabbing is, and then I'm gonna pull it out.
So you believe that this wood is a baby?
I believe that dagger that Griffin holding is a baby leg.
Fair
He
enough.
knows what I want. He knows what I want.
So you pull out your greatsword and you lift it above your head and you swing it down upon the roots. Okay. Just go ahead and make a damage roll.
With the sword.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. All right.
Whoa.
Okay. So you smash it into this root and you make a nice indention into it, and what appears to be this black sludge starts spewing from this wood.
Oh God. It's dark magic, isn't it?
And it gets all over you, Blarf. It gets all over you.
Yay, he is now covered in double dark rot.
And not only that, you hear, and this is strange. You don't really hear it in your ears. You hear it more so in your mind. This form of screeching, which actually drags you out of your baby-induced coma.
Is it baby screeching, or is it just screeching?
It's just screeching.
And I'm guessing it doesn't happen to me.
No, it does. It happens to you and Gaia.
Does it happen to me too?
Yes, and it happens to Gaia, and it happens to Tarak. And most importantly, it happens to all of the bats.
And the mule.
And the mule, yes. And the mule starts panicking, and it happens to Thamior, and Thamior is still kind of meh. But the mule starts struggling. So, and again, Gaia and Tarak are also being mind-squealed right now. So I want everybody to roll a will check.
But it was like I think.
Or a will saving throw, I should say.
But you know you bent your car, right?
So it's so it's will.
Yes.
Will we make it? Find out next time.
Or I knew you realized, but I didn't think you realized it's late.
You need to get
I
your
don't.
hair fixed.
Oh shit.
It's mushroom head. Kenny, what are you doing here?
What's going on?
Roll a will saving throw.
Oh god. Will saving throw.
Yeah, I'll roll it first. Actually, Thamior's probably already out of commission, huh?
Probably, yeah.
Should I roll
Well,
it anyway?
Yeah, roll for
11.
him anyways.
Man, we could really use a druid right now.
He actually would be very helpful in this situation.
Well, great.
Of course.
So, everybody except for you, Balthazar, are kind of able to resist it. Balthazar, you are stricken with fear.
What a wimp.
And
Wait, so what you're saying is, in this scary place, I got scared?
yes.
It's so scary.
You feel as though, and you feel as though the spring is what is causing this to you, and so you feel as though you need to get away from this spring.
See, I mean, I'm gonna get away from the spring, but I know that this is a terrible idea. This is like my one source of this will guide me back to where I was.
Yes.
So I'm gonna retreat from the spring.
Okay. So, Gaia and Tarak, you end up hearing this horrible screech within your head. You're able to kind of keep your composure, but Tarak does seem a little shaken. In fact, Gaia, you're probably also still a little shaken. In fact, everybody's still shaken. It's just that Balthazar is the most shaken. But Tarak kind of looks at you and says, "What the hell was that?" And at this moment, a few more bats start appearing, or start going crazy and flying around the caravan and around the mule as well.
Me and Blarf are dead.
Not if we kill this tree, baby. Stealing first. Steals my babies.
So, Thamior, Tarak looks at you guys and says, "Maybe we should just let the mule down."
Wow. I like this.
Listen,
What?
I don't know what that was, but if I had to guess, I would say that it was the bats collectively squealing at something.
Tucker, you just killed their home.
Oh,
We get
shit.
back?
Oh shit! I just had a thought as to what it might be.
Oh no.
No,
Say
no,
it.
I'm not gonna tell you because if I tell you, then you might make it if I'm wrong.
So, what are you? What did you say, Gaia?
Are we gonna get him back?
Listen, we'll try and make sure that we can hold on to it. And also, this mule is going crazy. It's trying to run right now. It's struggling in your rope. I'm gonna say that you're kind of holding on to it, but it's definitely getting more and more difficult to just hold on to it. Tarak says, "Listen, it might be easier to just go ahead and bring up Thamior, and then bring up the mules separately. But one of us is going to have to go down there and do that."
Fucking guy, you're down here.
What?
You're coming
Did
down
you
here.
say-
Guy.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not so keen on figuring out what's down there.
So you want us to just keep pulling the mule up?
No, I'm just deciding who should go down. You said one of us has to go, right?
You can't
This
lift
is true.
either one of them.
Would you rather I go, Gaia?
Uh,
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab.
yeah, I'll hang out here. Okay.
Gaia, Josie, think about this for a second. You cannot lift.
Alright.
You can barely lift the both of them. You have to lift us all back up.
Tarak looks at you guys and says, just to inform you, it looks like these bats are a lot more dangerous up here than they probably are down there. And if you get attacked down there, on the bright side, at least you have a mule to sacrifice to them.
And at least you'll die with your friends.
You're not my friends. Balthazar's my friend. They're kind of unconscious. I don't know if he can help.
Balthazar is down there, Gaia.
I'll go.
He says, okay, but we're gonna have to make sure that the mule is completely down, because if you just let go, then then I'm probably going with it, okay?
Okay.
So you guys slowly start laying the mule back down. Back to Blarf and Gruffudd. This tree has squealed at you, and one of the branches quickly comes down and aims for you, Blarf. It attacks you. Let me.
It's a living tree. It's the giving tree come to life.
I'm gonna cut it down and make flyers out of it.
So let me make sure I have this right. Okay, so yeah. Oh, whoopsies. Hold on. What is the? Yeah. Okay, that's correct. God damn it! I keep losing the number.
Matt, did you say a strike at a root?
Yes.
No, I wanted to make a hole where the dagger was. I wanted to cut out like a section of the wood to pull out the baby.
Well, that wood was the root.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just want to make certain.
Yeah. No.
So wait, I wasn't pulling out a dagger. I was pulling the root.
It appears so, or at least, well, it still looks like the hilt of a dagger, but again, it's made of.
I'm
wood.
not getting a dagger.
That's why you should have touched it with the stick. That's why I got the pole.
So
Then I
that's
had
the
to
attack
abandon the
roll,
pole.
and that definitely hits you.
Me or him?
Blarf. 2d6 plus 9.
Fuck you,
Alright.
Blarf. Sorry, didn't mean to say that. I'll never say your name in vain again.
Say it to me more.
And that's the damage it does. And it smacks you and throws you. It essentially throws you back into the spring.
I got 8 health, everybody.
Shit.
Wait, I have more health than you. Haha. Wait. Actually, yeah, I do.
And Gruffudd, you are still holding on to what appears to be a handle, and your hand is burning.
This better be worth it. Like, I better be like fucking attached to this thing. It better be like a super powerful weapon.
I want you to make a strength check.
Strength. Oh my god, I have to pull something, don't I? Fuck.
So you're trying to pull against it, trying to kind of pull yourself away from the wood. And you do note that the root itself is kind of ripping, where Blarf ended up making that strike. It is now ripping there,
Oh god.
and more of this black spew is just exploding out of it.
Is it getting into the creek?
No. It's getting all over the ground right now, but it is a hefty amount. You feel as though if you do this too much, it will eventually end up in the creek.
That's not gonna stop me. I'm pulling this thing out.
So,
Oh, that was a mistake, isn't it? That's a mistake. You laughed. I'm
That's
dead.
the evil GM chuckle.
That is. I'm dead.
so Balthazar, you are now in the darkness with you've made a bit of a move away from the spring, and you're in complete darkness. With the only thing giving you light is your vial, and it's been a bit of a moment, and you no longer see the spring anymore, and you also don't see anything. You are completely unsure where you are. You're still a little panicked, but you're at least relieved by the fact that you have made it away from the spring.
I'm just going to. Well, actually, fuck. I was gonna say that Balthazar knows that if people are looking for you, then the best thing to do is to stay put. But then he realizes that no one's gonna be looking to look for Tim.
So, what you gonna
That's
do?
evil laugh again.
So, I guess. Do I take the 1 in 8 chance that I'm heading in the right direction? Well, 1 in 7, 6, 5.
4, 3,
Well, no, because like,
2, 1.
because
You're
like
dead.
this direction is creek, this direction is creek, this direction is creek, so it would be this. This is the actual range of motion that.
So you're gonna roll a 1d8 to see which direction you go.
Well, 5 because he's not willing to go towards the creek. You said.
True. Again, you have no idea where you're at right now. All you
But
can
I know the relative direction of the creek.
True.
So, 1 or 1.
I'll leave that one up to you.
It-
If you are trying to get back to the others, then
Well, no. This was just like I was numbering it 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1.
Yes.
I'm not actively trying to go back to the others. It's
You're
just
okay.
that's 1.
Okay, so you start heading that way, and I do want you to note that you still hear that splashing from the spring, and it is keeping you wary.
So let's see. So Balthazar is going to make sure that he's ready for any about to happen. The thing that he did back during the rat fight, where he had the dagger pressed like up against the bow,
Okay.
where like he can still make slash attacks with the dagger as long as it's like flat against the bow.
I see. Yes.
And he has an arrow knocked, and he's like spooked and ready to fight something.
Okay. So, Gaia and Tarak, you guys have let the you have let the mule down, and Tarak says, "Okay, Gaia, you climb the rope. I'll hold it for you."
Okay.
So you're going to start climbing down the rope.
Yes.
Okay, so first things first. You only weigh 95 pounds, right?
Right.
So Tarak is he seems to struggle a little, but he is holding you.
Well, wait. You said the mule was on the ground, right?
Yes. Oh, so
Previously-
there is an anchor, so there isn't any waving. So yeah, he's holding you pretty nicely.
I was actually thinking the opposite because you said the mule was trying to run.
Ooh. It was struggling. Okay. So now he has to deal with the situation of holding it and also having it and also holding Gaia. Wait, but no, Thamior's out cold. So yeah. So no, he's definitely struggling Gaia, and you're put up with the situation of either jump or you either have the choice of abandon ship or climb back or just climb up. Or you can still try and climb down, but you do need to make a climb roll either way unless you decide to jump.
I'll just jump. I got it.
You'll just jump?
I'll
Okay.
just jump.
And you are essentially at the top of it, so and you are not trained in tumble, right?
I am not.
She has not taken my masterful class on tumble.
Okay, so roll 2d6 for damage.
2d6. I think. Oh, I just rolled 1 or 2. I rolled 2. Sorry.
That's 9 points of damage. You are still up though, right?
Is she?
I think I have 9 hit points.
Yeah, no, she's out cold.
I'm done. I'm unconscious.
So she smacks against the ground and just falls prone.
God, wait, you have
Unconscious,
how much health do you
Unconscious.
have, Josie?
9.
How do you only have 9?
Because
I started with 3, Griffin.
Jesus Christ, you were. How did you not die so early on? Like,
Because
Because I was
take
first
hit.
hit.
how'd you take no damage when Tucker grapples you? How
Because
did
he
not
wasn't
snap
trying to
you in
strangle her.
half?
Because he wasn't trying to strangle her. He was just lifting
I'm
her.
a polite man.
So Tarak is kind of like, Gaia,
So
did
I've
you
come
make
to
it
realize
down?
it.
Gaia? Oh shit. And he's kind of like holding her, and the bats are getting to the point where they are starting to just brave against the light and are scratching at the tarp over the wagon or the
Cut it out. That shit's expensive.
I know, right? And Tarak is like, ah shit.
Tarps cost all hell's of money.
Shit ton of money.
Hey, so can I get out of the water and look around to see what I see?
Yes. So Blarf and Gruffudd. Blarf, you stand up from the water and you are hurting.
Oh yeah, I am.
You have less health than Josie has whenever she's fully healed.
Yeah.
Oh god, I gotta pick which one to heal.
So
You heal the unconscious one, or you gonna heal the one who's fucking like Thor in this game? Not Thor, the Hulk.
So